Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Session Pop Marathon Madness. So here we go. Tonight we're going to discuss Season 1, Episode 47, LLL Monday, and Season 1, Episode 57. Help me please with math. If not, I'm going to scream. Let's get to it. Alright, let's start with LL Monday. This is a normal. We're back to it. We're back to Monday. Let's go. So this is a normal Monday episode. He gets his breakfast. He goes to the gym. He shows his Brotherhood members the pyramid, the weekly pyramid, which you'll see in the clip where everyone's at. And then he goes to Breakfast Club. He does their they and hangs out with the members. In the Breakfast Club, he hangs out with Erica, he chit chats, he eats breakfast, they laugh, they have fun. Then they go to first period, Miss Hendricks, English. They just do a basic activity. They do just some reading of a book that they're reading at this point, and then they go to second period reading with Miss Warnock, and they do that. They get it done. Then they go to pre-algebra. He survives it with Miss Cornell and with Miss Warnock's help and his friends' help in there. And he gets through it, and then he goes to lunch, and he goes to the Brotherhood meeting. He goes over the pyramid once again to the members that didn't see it at breakfast, weren't there. And then they just laugh and chat and eat their Chinese chicken because Monday is Chinese food day. So and they had Hunter had his famous egg rolls. I love those egg rolls. I miss those egg rolls. It's been forever. But anyway, Um, but anyway, he does that, and then he goes to study hall wisely, whatever you want to call it, and then he goes to science, the fourth period, with Miss Fairchild. He does that. He survives that. He's doing good. They do bell work. They do activity. They have homework. He gets it done in class, and he goes to choir with Mr. Neville. They're practicing for a future concert. They're still practicing way. They pretty much do that every day. Practice their notes, practice their skills, practice whatever with Jared and Bradley. And then they go to um, chaotic, crazy civics, and they're doing an activity. They're doing homework in there. They're doing a lesson. And then they go to resource with Miss Warnock. He works on pre-algebra with Jennifer, Kayla, and Erica. That's kind of stressful, but Erica helps him out as the skills coach. They get the pre-algebra homework done, the activity done today. Then they Hunter heads home. But I forgot to mention, Monday. Hunter's just being silly. He's just kind of in one of his goofy moods, and all day he's just laughing out loud on a Monday. It's a Monday. So, we're gonna have Monday Madness. We're having Marathon Madness right now, and he's just having fun, laughing around. All the members and all his friends and all people and teachers are giving around, screwing around, and they're just having a great time. Mr. Winwood was saying that everyone's screwing around, everyone's going crazy. But it's a Monday for you. We all have those days that we're just not gonna be in a negative attitude. We're a little bit negative about Monday. I always like every day of the week. I'm blessed to be living every single day, but Mondays are kind of rough. But don't you ever just want to have joy in this app? And that's what Hunter was doing during LLM Monday. He just naps all day. He naps at the end of the day. He struts his stuff and heads out the door, and he heads home for the night. All right, let's talk about now season 1, episode 57. Help me, please, with math, or if not, I'm going to scream. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a little bit chaotic this episode. All right, so this episode starts out as a normal day, basic day, day of the week. Probably I think a Tuesday or Wednesday, I think this was. But anyway, he gets breakfast, he goes to breakfast club, he does that, and then he goes to English, and then he goes to reading, and then he goes to algebra, and then they have a lesson, and then they have activity, and then he gets his assignments for the rest of the week, and he's just struggling during the lesson, he's struggling during the activity, and he's not. And Miss Warnock is busy helping other people because she helps everybody in that class. And Hunter is just like when Erica helps Jennifer and Kayla, and they're taking a little bit too long, and he's not getting the help that he needs. He gets stressed. He gets a little bit fidgety. Um, and he is wanting help from Miss Warnock, and she is not gonna. He feels like he's gonna scream, that he's gonna go crazy, that he's not gonna be able to get the activity done. Oh my god. The participation done. He's freaking out. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna scream if you're not gonna help me. Oh my gosh. So he raises his hand, he's doing it. When Miss Warnock finally comes over, he doesn't have to scream. Um, and he gets the activity done with his help and turns it in. Then they go to lunch and they have their birthday meeting. Um, um, and lunch and chit chat and all the, and then they go to study hall. He gets some work done, some whatever he needs done, and then he goes to science, and then he goes to choir, and then he goes to chaotic civics, and then he goes to resource to work on the homework that was assigned tonight. Um, and he works off Erica, of course, Jennifer, Kayla is annoying Hunter. And Hunter is near the end of the assignment but is not getting done. And he's trying to get Erica's attention, he's freaking out a little bit, just like he was in the third period with Miss Warnock. Oh my goodness. And he's not getting help that he needs, and he starts screaming like I'm not gonna go louder, but he was pretty loud, screaming, going crazy. And Erica and Miss Warner tells him to knock it off. And they talked in the hall. Um, that's very famous. Um, this is probably Thursday or Tuesday now that I think about it. But they go back in. He calms down. He's still stressing, but he gets the work done just like every other day. Um, and yeah. But he gets it done, he heads home, and that's it. And that's it for tonight's episode of Sound John Buckmere from Madness. I'll see you Tuesday night for another episode of Sound John Buckmere Fun Madness. Bye, everybody.